So we're going to teach your dog how to paddleboard. Step one in teaching your dog to paddleboard is teaching them to feel really comfortable, confident on the paddleboard on dry land. You want to do it on a softer surface like grass, so it's not as wobbly. Also, if you have a fin on the bottom of your paddleboard, you want to take that off so it's not going to wobble, because you want your dog to feel as stable as possible. On land here, it is going to be stable. On the water, it's not so much. So we want to start by teaching our dogs about the paddleboard, but it's not moving around quick with them. As you can see, Austin is a very good paddleboarder. She has been doing it since she was 10 years old. She's amazing. But we are going to teach the younger puppy to feel okay and feel comfortable on the paddleboard. Good girl, Larry! So she just put her feet on it. I am going to treat. I'm also going to treat the little wiener dog. Good job. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to get the riffraff out of here, and we're going to focus on the puppy. Ready? Austin, go find it. Hurry up. Good girl. So I'm going to just give her a treat right on here. She's amazing. She jumped right on. I love it. I would prefer it if she was, even better if she was in a down, but I love a sit, because the last thing we want is your dog wiggling around on your paddleboard. We know that that could make you go down, and we don't want that to happen. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to teach her a cue to come on. After she's done sniffing. Hurry up! Good boy. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Austin. Go find it. Good girl, are ya? Good. Good job. We're just going to keep treating her on here. This is what we want to see. I just wiggled it a little bit by sitting on it. Oh my goodness! London, it doesn't usually come on the paddleboard, but you guys think I can paddleboard with all four of you on here? That's crazy. Good girl, yeah. If you have a dog who's already very good at paddleboarding, you can use them actually to teach your younger one. So Aria is currently sitting on the paddleboard, not because I asked her to, because her big sister, who she adores, is girl. Hey, Dustin. Go find it. Yes. I just walked over to it. I actually did not ask her to do anything, but she hopped off on her own, and I love that. So I'm going to reinforce. I am reinforcing low because, again, I want her behavior to actually gravitate towards low. I would really like her to go down. Good. So now I'm going to treat her for an extended jump. Because ultimately that is what we want. Of course I can stand and sit on occasion, but for the most part on the paddleboard we want them lying down. It's just going to be safer for everyone. Good dear. Oh, she's so good. And we're going to teach her a cue to come onto the paddleboard. Ready? Okay. So when she goes and gets those treats, and when she's done, I'm going to call her. Then as she comes up here, I'm going to say the cue that I want to use, which is paddleboard. Paddleboard! Yeah. And now we will move to the water. Okay, so step 2 in teaching your dog or puppy how to paddleboard is putting the paddleboard in the water. Generally, I would probably play with this on the shore a little bit first. So having my dog step on it on the shore so I can reinforce them quite a bit for putting the paws on it next to the water, and then we come in the water. But this dog is ready. So first thing is I put her life jacket on. That is important, especially with a puppy, but always, really. So she's got her little life jacket on. She's been conditioned to feel comfortable wearing it. So she has this on. I'm gonna start by sitting on it. This is gonna be more stable. if I wasn't on it, it would move around a lot more. So I'm gonna sit on it, and the first thing I'm gonna do is, Arya, good girl. I'm gonna reinforce her for paying attention to me first. And I'm gonna put a treat on the paddleboard. Yes! I actually did not expect her to put her paws on there. That's great. So I'm gonna keep treating. Good girl. Okay. Good girl. I do recommend using a treat that floats when you're working on the water. So that's the shiny, slippery part of the paddleboard. I'm going to do it on the foam part, which is why I moved her over here. Okay. I'm continuing to treat her over there, and I'm going to do her off. Now I'm going to add that cue, like we talked about when I was teaching you earlier. We are talking about adding a cue. So, Arya, you ready? You look silly. All aboard! Yes! Nice job! Ooh, we got big waves! And the big waves started happening, so I'm treating so she doesn't get scared. Wow! What happened? She's like, oh no, that damn wave took my treat. I said, no. What the hell? You ready? All aboard! Good girl. All right, so she's all the way up here now, right? We are gonna treat the heck out of that. Good girl. Okay, so it is slightly moving, of course, because it's in the water, which is great. She's getting comfortable with that. And I'm not gonna see what she does next here. I'm hoping she's going to sit. Yes. And this is because we worked on this in the yard. That this was so easy. Done. We want her laying down on the paddleboard as much as possible because the more stable she is, the safer everybody is. So I want to reinforce mostly down. So there we go. Now I'm going to start adding a little bit of depth. We're going to go a little further out. Yeah, nice job. So we're floating and we're moving, and I'm looking for signs that she's scared. She's not. She's aware. There are some dogs over on that other dock. Yeah, and there's a boat pulling in. Good girl. And that's it. And then as we're more comfortable, we start going a little deeper. So another important thing is, and Arya just reminded me of this, but is autonomy, choice, and control. She has had the option to get off of this and back on every time I go over to the dock, and she has chosen to hop off and hop back on a couple of times. By allowing her to be able to say no,